I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of whole wheat flour, then 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cornmeal, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla powder or vanilla extract, add 1 cup of soy milk or any non-dairy milk of your choice or water, add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, I'm going to add my cupcakes into these silicone molds, but you can use any other type of mold or just a 7-inch cake pan. I like using silicone because I don't need to use any non-stick spray. That way my recipes are 100% oil-free proof. To finish it off, I'm going to add slices of pineapple from a can. I'm just going to shake off the syrup and I'm going to place it on top of the cupcakes. And then I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. When the cakes are completely cooled, I'm going to trim off the little piece above the pineapple. You could turn the little trimmings into little sandwiches with jelly. I'm going to fill it up with some jelly. This is fruit jelly. It's naturally sweetened with only concentrated fruit. So I actually like this jelly. I bought it at a store. I forgot what store I got it from, but it's literally just fruits concentrates. So I like that, especially when I don't have any jelly or strawberries on hand. I definitely need some store-bought stuff, but I'll have a recipe link for a homemade jelly if you cannot find this fruit jelly. But it's amazing that now stores have only fruit jelly, like sweetened with fruit only and just fruits. For the leftover trims, I just made a little sandwich. And then these are my delicious pineapple upside down cupcake. These are so delicious. They're one of my favorite recipes of all time. I think this is one of the best recipes I've ever created. It's whole food plant-based, it's oil-free, it's super delicious, it's cruelty-free, it has no animal products. I am so proud of this recipe and I'm so happy to be sharing it with you guys here. Now you can leave it as is or you can add some of my whipped cream recipe. We're going to make that just right now. I made this frosting made out of cashews and silken tofu. It's an amazing recipe. Into a blender, I'm going to add a cup of soaked cashews and 1/3 of a cup of water, and we're going to blend this up. Once we have our cashew cream, we're going to add our silken tofu into a food processor with the cashew cream, and we're going to add some sweetener. I'm also going to add vanilla powder. I added a whole lot of that, and now we're going to process it till it's smooth. I'm going to process it till it's a little smooth, then I'm going to scrape, and then I'm going to reprocess it a little more. I want this as smooth as I can do it. You could also do this in a Vitamix blender, but I prefer to do it in the food processor because it's a little bit more gentle. You have more control. I'm going to add some more vanilla powder and some vanilla extract and some maple syrup. I'll have the complete recipe in the description below. You want to let this frosting set at least 24 hours in the refrigerator to set really nicely. But I didn't have time for that for this video, so I'm going to go ahead and proceed. But you can still see that it still has a nice shape to it. I only put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes or so till I got everything prepared. So you can clearly see that this is a really stable frosting. And it's stable because of the cashews. The cashews are high in saturated fat, so they're going to go ahead and make the frosting stable. And the cooler it gets, the more stable it will become. But because saturated fats can be solid in room temperature, they can actually become firm and they're great for frostings. But cashews are a better alternative than using margarine and or butter because they are really harsh on the arteries and the heart. Now, once my frosting is set, I'm going to put it in a piping bag and I'm going to put some of the frosting inside of my cupcakes because I like a creamy feeling inside of the cupcake. You could also add some at the top, but I find that it's better balance when you add the cream in the inside of the cupcake. That way you have some creaminess coming from the center and then some fruitiness coming from the top. It's really delicious. It's a great balance. The next thing I want to do is just add a dollop of frosting at the top. I don't really like too much frosting, like an excessively amount. I'm not really into that, but I'll make a few of them just to show you that it is stable. Like it gets more stabler the more you put it in the fridge, and also the less water you use when you make the cashew cream type of thing. And there you have it, friends, our delicious cupcakes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.